Well, hello there. It wasn't 2 months this time.
We're moving up. We're getting better.
We're doing something. My computer is doing something more like, actually. So hey, welcome back to Destiny.
Long ago,
Is it not catching on fire?
Well, no, it isn't, actually. That is something it is not doing.
Failed.
But, we're up to the very last strike in the Taken King. As far as I'm aware, at least. There might be something hidden away somewhere that I just don't know. Because that's how the Taken King works. There's a lot of hidden stuff that you have to look for.
It's squirreled away somewhere.
Oh, yes.
Suffers his judgment in the depths of a hive.
So I saved...
Hey.
I am
Huh?
feeding an energy marker.
I was gonna say you have friends.
No, actually, this is the public area before the strike actually begins. Sadly.
God damn it.
I will get a friend. Spoiler alert. But, yeah, I saved my favorite for last. I love this strike. This is, Sunless Cell. And it is fantastic. Also,
I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of... Like, there's not gonna be a lot of sun.
Well, I mean... You're onto something. Also, I like that name that popped up a little while ago. I didn't even notice it when I was recording, but Eddie Money Shot. It's pretty decent.
He always gets the money shot.
So we've seen this area a couple of times in the post-game missions. I think there might have been one main mission in here, but in this case we're just kind of passing through. And gonna start off pretty simply. Normal hive tactics mainly.
Just killing Thrall. You know.
Yeah. Nothing too
The
special.
Thrall are jerks.
So for this video, I have moved back to more or less my Titan's standard loadout, which is the Deal Breaker, a sniper rifle, and the Gjallarhorn, which I'm not actually sure I used that in this video. I don't think any ammo actually drops for it. So it's stuck at 0 forever.
That's okay, there's no rifts.
No blights to go
Yeah, no blights.
ham on. Well, I mean, there are blights, just not yet.
God damn.
And yes, this was recorded shortly after that last one was. In fact, all of these videos, pretty much through the rest of the thread, have already been recorded. It's just having my PC not die when trying to encode them. That is the issue. So everything is like pretty close together in terms of when I recorded it. So
Nice.
expect some silly stuff because past me is of course a fucking moron.
Past you should learn from future you.
If only I could teach past me a thing or two.
Also, I'd like to mention that you're going into a place that's called Sunless, but you are a Sunbreaker.
It's true. How can you break that which does not exist in this place?
Very carefully.
In fact, me and my friend, we are both Sunbreakers. We're fucked. Nah, but it actually highlights how powerful Sunbreakers are because holy smokes, this was easy. Sunbreakers.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Sunbreakers are, well, they're my favorite for a reason.
They're
mean-
fun and strong.
Yeah, exactly. You get to toss fiery hammers. Also, I still like this bit of atmosphere. The lights on the walls as you pass by. It's good.
Very atmospheric.
My scan
So, not only are me and my friend both Sunbreakers, we are both using a Hake weapon. You can tell by the color scheme on his LMG there. Just funny little similarities I kind of noticed when I was editing this video down. So here we actually have something to do. There's a door in front of us, it's locked, and it won't open until we visit both of these platforms on the side. And thankfully, my friend was on the point for this pretty much this entire time. He went right and I went to the left, and we're both going to take out one of these things each. And there's no real no real danger to this. It's a couple of wizards and a shrieker that doesn't start popping up until you've done the thing you're supposed to do.
Prime example, Python having trouble sniping that wizard. That is why I hate wizards. As soon as their shield is down, they go and hide.
Oh, absolutely. They're pains. They are real pains. Not to mention my own inaccuracy sometimes. So
I mean, that's just par for the course right now.
oh yeah, but I mean, whatever. So yeah, actually standing behind this thing was perfect for taking out the shriekers, so it's literally no danger. Now it's just waiting for those stupid projectiles to go away. And then after we take out both of these, we just reconvene in the middle and take out some dudes. He's got hammers, I've got hammers. Fun
It's
ensues.
a real hammer party. Well, he died, so he's not as impressive, I guess.
It might be that he's not entirely used to the Sunbreaker, but then again, he also was at the center platform before I was, so the enemies were kind of swarming him. So I can kind of understand.
Ah, so it's your fault, is what you're saying.
No. He's still an idiot for dying, but I can understand why he did. Titans never die. That's their thing.
True. I think just in general, Guardians never die.
Well, I mean, in a sense, yes.
Okay. It's taken. Everyone
Yep.
prepare to see some stupid shit.
So I managed
Buckle
to
in, folks.
I managed to stick a grenade on that Acolyte's eye, which is pretty cool. Didn't really do much, except for, you know, kill the eye, which is the weakest thing in that group anyway, but, you know, whatever.
I was not really impressed, but I apathetically was interested.
Good enough, really. So here is basically a wave defense against Taken. And I'm not sure, I may have mentioned it before, but I'm gaining super energy really goddamn quickly because of some perks on my armor and, well, my gear in general. Which is really nice, especially when you get to toss even more flaming hammers.
Wait, did you have this armor equipped last time and you just forgot?
Probably. Then again, I wasn't killing many ads, if you might remember.
Ah, yeah, that's true. You were killing a lot of blights.
Yeah, and I don't think blights count.
Well, there's just the problem that Bungie have done.
Oh, yeah, true.
Not making blights count.
Blights should count double or triple, IMO.
Promote this man.
So, yeah, the waves get progressively tougher, but it's not saying much when the waves aren't tough at all in the first place.
This guy also looks like he's using a shotgun.
He might be, which I commend him for. Shotguns in this game are pretty good. Except for when that happens, I guess. I don't even know how he died. Oh, look, a blight.
Okay, is Python going to do the thing? No, he's not. Wait. Yep, there we go.
But hey, look at it this way. At least I fucking hammered the ads before I decided I wanted to take a swipe at the blight this time.
Yeah, you're learning Python.
So, yeah. And here I just let my teammate do the work on that night, and I'm like, hey, blight.
Hey, look, a boss enemy. Blight.
Look, I might have struggled through Blighttown a couple of times.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
My friend doesn't like living, I don't think. Which is fine, I guess.
I mean, I can agree with that.
And here, there's a nice explosive barrel that I'm conveniently forgetting to shoot. Oh well.
It's fine. You also missed one.
I rectified that. I didn't even have to kill any of that, but I wanted to. So,
It's the principle of the goddamn thing.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to a hive prison. It's fucking creepy.
We're on the right track.
I've had
Alakul's energy
prisons.
marker is getting stronger.
Yeah, imagine.
Find the
Well, it
doctor.
says the hanging crypt, so I suppose
Finish
those are
this.
caskets and not actual like cells or anything.
Hmm.
This room, the first time I ran through this strike, like when the expansion was like halfway through, the first time I did this strike, this room was a pain. Mostly due to shriekers, because no one knows how to deal with shriekers.
They're hard to deal with anyway. They're a pain in the ass. They don't seem as bad in Destiny 1 as they are in Destiny 2.
I would say they're equally as bad as each other. It's just in a different way.
Yeah.
These shriekers, when they die, they spawn like projectiles that explode and hurt a hell of a lot, and that's where not knowing how to deal with them comes in. Like, you've really got to hide when those projectiles come in, because those things hurt a hell of a lot.
Yeah. So what they do in Destiny 2, they just fire a constant barrage of bullets at you. Never ending.
Well, I do think they did take a break every once in a while, but it's not very often.
No. So you get in cover and just let your teammates deal with that.
Or if you're good, you can actually strafe through the bullets so that like between 1 and 0 hits you. It's
The wizard
dangerous though.
Varrock was his mate. He slew a legion of thralls in
So I
her
was thinking,
name.
this seems like the best place for
On the king's throne,
Hive to
at the
get
head of an army
turned into Taken.
on hate and pain.
Yeah. That was probably the plan before we stomped on in.
Oh, probably. God, imagine if that happened.
Then again, I have mentioned it before that Oryx is pretty much the progenitor of both Hive and Taken, so like maybe he didn't want to take the Hive in this
fate lies
particular
below.
case because the Hive are kind of useful or something. I wouldn't know.
Probably.
So
Ooh,
this is why I like this strike so much.
Is this where you fight the Four Kings?
Close enough, actually. Hey, look, we've made 2 Dark Souls references. Amazing. So, let's talk strategy a bit. Being a Sunbreaker is really nice for this boss because setting him on fire allows you to actually see the motherfucker. Past that, he disappears every so often. I think, but I'm not sure, that it's damage threshold. So,
It normally is.
yeah. So, like, after you've done a certain amount of damage, or after a certain amount of time passes, whichever one, he'll disappear and spawn a wave of ads that you have to take care of. Then rinse and repeat. And you really don't want to get close to this guy. You see that big ass axe? That thing murders.
Not surprised.
Yeah. And the second wave is where things get really interesting because now there's exploding thralls. At the very least, Bungie were kind enough to make you able to see them.
God,
Without-
imagine if you couldn't.
And I don't think I've brought this up before, but you notice how my radar is still active when I'm aiming down the weapons up in the top left?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, that's not baked into the class or anything. That is something that was added in Rise of Iron that I never took off because it's very, very useful. Especially in cases like this, where you literally can't really visually acquire targets. You have to kind of judge on the rangefinder there. Also, hello! How's it going?
That was a big old hammer. Axe.
Yeah, he showed
Are
me
you
his
both
axe.
supering right now?
I think so.
No.
No. He showed me his axe. I showed him my hammer. Take that as you will.
Whose was bigger?
Well, I mean, unfortunately his is, but, you know, I've got more of them.
That's true. No, he reminds me of the Immortal Nightmare, which is something you didn't experience, but I'm sure people in the thread will know what I'm talking about.
Probably. Anyway, this was not a successful attempt. But that's what editing is for.
Of course. For not having to highlight your mistakes, or if you're Python, just putting them in anyway for some reason.
It gave me time to explain everything, because this attempt went faster. Technically.
Imagine if you did this with 3 people, how much faster it'd go.
Yeah, look, you might have something there. But, yeah. So, like I said, not only does setting fire to him actually allow you to see him better and keep track of him, but it also, in my case, I have a melting point, which is a damage buff. So when I've meleeed someone and they're on fire, we actually deal more damage, which I believe I've mentioned that one before, but it's worth mentioning again.
Well, that was lucky that you were supered for that.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember if I'm using Cauterize, which is a talent that heals me on kill in this particular video, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Also, sunspots. Sunspots are great.
He seemed dead, but he isn't.
Nope, sure isn't.
Very close to, though. There he goes. Oh, you got a ghost shell.
Yes.
Yes.
Soul goes screaming into the pit between the stars.
Hey, you finally got ammo for your rocket launcher.
Yeah, look at that.
The taken will languish, decay, but they will not die.
And hey, I get to display something that's my favorite in this video game that I can't do in the second one.
Time to recover,
This isn't it.
to bury the dead, and make ready for the next shadow on the horizon.
I can slap my knee.
The small things.
Right?